were speaking yesterday. We had dinner and with also the chairman of the and the CEO of the or general secretary of the English and the Scottish associations. So we're saying we have really to be careful in the IFAB if we want to touch the rules, because the laws of the game, because football is such an incredible game that whenever you have the feeling you've seen everything, something else comes that you have never seen before. So it's just amazing and incredible. VAR will be there in future, hopefully, to correct clear mistakes of the referee. Now, in this case, I don't know whether it was a clear mistake or not, but in future, when there are clear mistakes, this will be corrected by the video assistant referee, so that we can make sure that the decisive match is not decided by a mistake made in good faith by a referee. That's what we want to achieve.
The closure of
All right, so that's FIFA President Gianni Infantino talking about the use of video assistant referees to help correct glaring mistakes. I mean,
game-changing decisions.
Yeah, because there are some issues about penalty calls and all of that. Those ones, once the referee has made a decision, there is little that can be done to change it, and that's what the FIFA President is saying about not touching that rule of turning the referee's decision on some crucial things. But on some areas where it's obvious that a mistake was made and can be corrected using the video assistant referees, they will be looking at doing that.
I think it's spot on. He just stylishly cautioned the guys in IFAB, and the English, the Scots, they always they see football
tweaking.
Like an art. You have to erase this one, you have to draw this one, you have to make this one look brighter. Instead, look, football will lose its uniqueness if you're changing the rules. And let's just be cautious. Let's wait a little here. Let's not lose the beauty of the game. And he talked about the VAR, the video assistant referees, that is going to help. We're gradually getting into it. Game-changing decisions, like, of course, a lot of people we point out that probably, maybe, that Barcelona probably got two penalties that probably shouldn't be. So if the VAR probably was there, would have spotted, oh, that's a penalty, that's not a penalty. That will help in the future. And I agree with him 100% that, look, those guys making the rules for football should be careful. I remember when I was a little boy, and that change about the back pass rule. I mean, even for all of us playing football on the streets, it took us a while to adjust, because we're used to giving a back pass to the goalkeeper.
When you're under pressure, you just quickly back pass to the goalkeeper,
picks the ball, and that rule chance and some changes. So so that it doesn't lose its dynamism, we just have to be very, very careful.
Okay, let's move away from that and go on very quickly. And let's go to London very quickly. And the management of Arsenal are beginning to sing a different tune now. Before now, it was 100% support for Wenger. The players love him. But now they are beginning to tell us about the fans also having some input into whether Arsene Wenger will stay on or not.
Yes. So the major part of it, whether I like it or not, still on record, the most expensive game tickets in the English Premier League. The fans come in their numbers. Perhaps Arsenal has the most loyal fans
anywhere in the world.
As far as I'm concerned, year in, year out, after disappointment upon disappointment, they still keep singing the same song, and they've been behind this man for a very long time. You hardly hear any Arsenal fan even want to castigate Arsene Wenger's tactics.
But the voice of this country is
at this point in time, is beginning to reoccur too much, and it's about they're tired of it. And really, once the fans come out like this to protest in their numbers, they are the ones bringing the money in, and this is a business in itself. So if they are not happy, and then they transfer that into the market space of Arsenal Football Club, by coming out like this and probably not appearing for games, then the board too will start rethinking that because of one man who have to lose all of this, we may perhaps just give him an easy
opportunity cost
out, and then we'll move on forward.
I think there's a tilt. Wenger's a dinosaur. He is likes the likes of him. He's probably the only man standing that has been at a club for 20 years. I think that the fans have invested their emotions and their money, and that is why the club will listen to them. But then again, let's not forget, the club will not be in a hurry to do anything to Wenger. In this case, what the club is saying is that, look, fans, you are important and we're going to listen to you. Everything that you're saying, we will incorporate it into whatever decision we take. And I mean, to me, it just shows how much they respect the man. Any other club would have fired him
a long time ago. Okay, let's hear the man himself, Arsene Wenger. Let's hear him. We'll be back with more on Sports Tonight.
Of course, you consider everything.
It will make it more likely that you...
It will not be the most important factor, but you consider, of course. Look, I don't work for my image, I work for this club, and with full commitment, and that's what I do. After, how will I be judged in one way or the other? It's not too much my problem. I looked a little bit at the Champions League history, you know, and I think we played in the last 7 years, we played 6 times against Barcelona or Bayern Munich. We have the two best teams in Europe. You have to take that into considerations as well. In the last 9 years, we're only one time the worst team performing in the Champions League in England. So overall, of course, when you're present at that level, you can be punished as well. And basically, there are many teams who are not there. They cannot be punished, you know.
Well, that's the man. I don't know whether Arsenal fans would love to see him stay on or will want to see him go. It's a dicey one.
I think it's a change mentality that a lot of fans want to see. If you consider what Chelsea, or even Chelsea at some point when Jose left, and United still trying to get what their identity really
find
is.
Their feet.
If the club can put a little pressure on him, can bear on him, and look, this is what we want. I told somebody jokingly, in other clubs, the club tells the manager their ambition. In Arsenal, Wenger tells everybody what the club's ambition is. Top 4.
That's how powerful it is.
That's how powerful it is. It doesn't look rattled. I was jokingly telling you how it was all smiles, correcting the reporters, twisting their questions around, and the club, in every response, didn't even mention his name. In all the responses, didn't say, oh, this is what we're going to do to him, we're going to change him. No, just addressed the fans. That's how powerful the man is.
All right, let's leave Arsene Wenger on one side. Let's talk about one of the legends of the game that is announced his retirement. He's a World Cup winner, a Champions League winner, Xabi Alonso. That's his name. It's a call time, and it says it's closing shop. It will be missed, no doubt. Tell me.
Game over.
Very beautiful game on Twitter.
Yeah, lived it, loved it. Very well, beautiful game.
Wow.
I remember him joining Liverpool in 2004 and helping them to that miracle in Istanbul, what we thought was probably the best ever until Barcelona, rewrote the record books last night. He's won virtually everything you could think of. He's won the World Cup, Spain won the European Championship twice, the FA Cup, the Europa Super Cup. Think of it, both with Liverpool and with Real Madrid, also the Spanish Champions League, the Spanish League and the Champions League with Real Madrid as well. He's had a very glorious career and one of the best defensive midfielders or central midfielders, however you want to put it, because he's
known for his long passing,
exactly, and ability to stop accuracy, on the other.
I don't think I've seen anybody
that can pass the ball better than Alonso.
I like Michael Carrick, but it doesn't come close. When I was growing up, for me, it was Paul Ince. And commentators describe Paul Ince as a guy, just drop a coin for him and he'll put a pass on that coin. And the only person that comes close...
Paul Scholes?
Paul Ince in his days.
Okay.
And the only person that comes close with that kind of ability is this man, Xabi Alonso. It's going to be greatly missed. I first noticed him in Euro 2004, then he came to Liverpool. I mean, it just shows not somebody who is really noted for how well he wins the ball, but how well he's able to keep possession and spring passes together. And it shows that he's the kind of player that plays in an offensive team. He's not really known for his grit. He's not the kind of guy that will win you the ball 9 out of 10, but he's the kind of guy that's going to keep possession, spring the passes together, get you a couple of goals, dead ball specialist, and free kicks, penalties, easy peasy for him.
All right, so we wish him the best. He's lived it, he's loved it, and he's saying farewell to the beautiful game. Surely, Xabi Alonso will be missed. It's time for us to switch to basketball. Let's take a timeout of about a few seconds. When we return from the timeout, we'll be talking basketball. Femi Adefeso is in, and he has a whole lot to share with us around basketball. So we'll pause for the timeout. We'll be back. Join us again.